Are you chasing after good things, success, relationships, even ministry, and wondering why your peace feels stolen, your focus shattered? Satan uses good things to distract you, and that's a hidden tactic you need to recognize, because right now, he might be weaving a web of subtle deception around the very blessings you think are from God, pulling you away from the one who truly matters. First, let's uncover the shocking truth. He uses your success to shift your pride, because Proverbs 16 verse 18 warns pride comes before a fall, and you might be climbing the ladder at work, earning praise, building a name for yourself, but secretly, your heart is swelling with self-reliance, replacing dependence on God with a dangerous confidence in your own strength. And Satan loves it when you forget who gave you the talent, because a distracted heart stops seeking the giver and worships the gift. Instead, think of King Saul, given a kingdom, yet his success turned to jealousy and disobedience, 1 Samuel 15 verse 23, costing him everything. So when your promotion comes, when people applaud you, ask yourself if you're still on your knees or if Satan's got you strutting, because that good thing can become a golden calf if you're not careful. The second insight cuts deeper. He uses relationships to pull you from intimacy with God, because Matthew 6 verse 33 says, "Seek first the kingdom." Yet you might be pouring your soul into a spouse, a friend, or even your kids, letting their needs or approval drown out your prayer time. And Satan thrives when you replace your first love with human affection, because a distracted heart stops hearing God's whisper amidst the noise of those you love. Maybe you're staying up late texting, skipping worship to meet their demands, or seeking their validation over his. Satan knows good relationships can become idols, and if you're not guarding your heart, he's already won that battle, turning a blessing into a chain. Here's the third warning. He uses ministry to burn you out, because 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13 promises no temptation beyond what you can bear. Yet you might be serving tirelessly, leading worship, volunteering, preaching, and feeling holy, but secretly exhausted, and Satan loves when you overcommit, because a distracted heart stops resting in God's presence, trading spiritual vitality for a religious checklist. Look at Martha. She was serving Jesus, yet he rebuked her for being worried and distracted, Luke 10 verse 41. So when you're running from event to event, when your schedule leaves no room for stillness, Satan's got you right where he wants you, using a good thing to drain your soul while you think you're doing God's work. The fourth hidden trap. He uses comfort to lull you into complacency, because Revelation 3 verse 16 says God spits out the lukewarm, and you might be enjoying a stable job, a cozy home, or a peaceful season, but secretly you're coasting, skipping prayer, neglecting the word, and Satan thrives when you're comfortable, because a distracted heart stops fighting the good fight, letting good things become a sedative that numbs you to spiritual warfare. Think of the rich young ruler. He had wealth, a good thing, but couldn't let it go to follow Jesus, Mark 10 verse 22. And his comfort cost him eternity. So when you're binge watching instead of seeking God, when you're savoring ease over obedience, Satan's distraction is winning, turning your blessing into a trap. The final insight is a sobering one. He uses your dreams to detour you from God's will, because Jeremiah 29 verse 11 promises plans for your good. Yet you might be chasing that business idea, that travel goal, or that personal ambition with all your might, and Satan loves when you run ahead of God, because a distracted heart stops waiting on his timing, forging its own path instead of following his. Consider Moses. He had a dream to free Israel, but his impatience led to murder, Exodus 2 verse 12, delaying God's plan. So when you're forcing doors open, skipping the process, or leaning on your own understanding, Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Satan's got you distracted, using a good dream to lead you astray from the perfect will God has for you. You're surrounded by good things: success, love, service, comfort, dreams. But Satan's a master at twisting them. And if you're not vigilant, he'll use them to pull you from the center of God's heart. Because 1 Peter 5 verse 8 says your adversary prowls like a lion, seeking to devour, and he doesn't need evil when he can use good to derail you. So, here's your challenge. Examine your life, strip away the distractions, lay your success at God's feet, prioritize him over relationships, rest in his presence amid ministry, fight complacency and comfort, and wait on his timing for your dreams. Because only then will you break free from Satan's subtle schemes and walk in the victory God has promised you through Christ Jesus.